Wonderful. Here we are. Oh my gosh. We are finally doing a review after the much delayed episode of season 4. Benedict and Sophie, how are we feeling? Welcome to We Are Sophie. I'm your host, Danielle Marivette Hernandez. This is Melany Hill. We are
I am. We are
ready for
so.
you. Ah! Okay.
Oh my God.
I've got my mask right here. I've got it. I was wearing it
Put
for a
it
while and
on.
then I was like, this is too frustrating. I need to just, but yeah. Okay, hold
I
on.
know.
Mask up. This was a little birthday present from my beloved Deanie, Weenie Beanie Baby, my
Oh my
friend.
goodness. That's so
My,
sweet. I love it.
my Bridgerton sister from another mister, and the posy to my Sophie when we were pitching ourselves in email
Oh,
format back in the early 2021. Oh my God, way back when.
so exciting. I love that. We need to share those at one point. But here we are. Long waited time. I cannot believe we just watched that episode.
I
I
mean, but the thing is, it took like 4 hours to get there. It took like they had us show up way before they needed us to show up because they were like, and now let's meet some strangers who want to smell like a Bridgerton. And it's like, okay, they
mean, they
were
got
pushing
those
a
for free,
lot.
so good for them.
Say again.
They got those for free, so good for them. But
That was awesome. That was
what's
awesome.
happening?
Yes,
Too
yes,
much
yes.
delay, too much
It
journeying, I
was.
guess.
They were just like, make it stretch, stretch. It was that we were invited at 12:30 and it was like 3:57 when the episode began. 3:57. So 3.5 hours beyond the point of invite is when the episode began. But we're finally made it. Wow. I'm so glad we're here. I'm excited. I'm finally excited. Give me the rest of season 4. Bring it on. I'm ready. Let's go. I accept Sophie Beck. Let's go. I want to see her story. I like that the first episode, you just see her. She's putting on her mask. She's like, I'm here. Don't worry how I got here. You'll find out later. I'm here now.
That was very interesting. When I saw her put on the mask at the end after the rest, I was like, oh, we're doing this way. Okay, like let's pretend I have no clue who she is and that the book is on her side. I was like, okay. Let me go along with this. Never mind how she gets there. And I love that because they know there's many people that will know because they're fans of the books. And there are people that only watch the show and they're gonna be like, oh my goodness.
Mm,
So
yeah, that was really cool. Also, I mean, Benedict up to his Playboy ways. He literally came from a hookup to the masquerade to meeting Sophie to being like, you know what? I best not make out with you because I just made out with a man. And then Sophie was like, no, you don't understand. I might not get this opportunity again. She just
yeah,
dragged him to. I
she
applaud it. I'm
loves
here for it.
it.
I'm here for it. Let's go. I'm ready. Loved it. Loved it.
It's Sophie.
Yes. Oh my God. Every time Araminta said her name, I was like, oh, I gotta chill. Oh, she's really here now.
I got a chill because that was the first time we had the name like that. She was like,
It's
"Wait,"
here.
she was
She's
like,
here. Oh my God. It's like Christmas.
yeah. Oh no, it was
Bridgerton
crazy. But
Christmas.
tell me, how do you feel throughout everything? Like maybe just like from the interviews,
Hmm.
from actually seeing Benofi season starting, like what was your emotion?
Well, I'm excited to see the version that they're finally promising to tell us. I was entertained by Violet catching Benedict in all of his debauchery, even though he's in his like dorm room, it looks like. In the book, he has
Yeah.
his own bachelor quarters, but in this, it looked like dormitory stuff. And he's like still full on in the debauchery, whereas in the book, he was sort of well, he's sort of over it, but that comes later. So maybe he still will be. I don't know. But yeah, in this circumstance, I like that he used the dance card as the moment to connect with her. That was really cute. I like that we're getting to see that Sophie is funny. So I'm very satisfied with that because I've always found Sophie to be very funny in the book. And there were moments where she had those awkward exchanges and I was entertained. I want to see more of her. So excited about that. And yeah, I really enjoyed that they milked the moments that they had because it's like this is your one episode at the masquerade. Make it count. Make it count. And then other things are going on at the masquerade, but I like that the queen also has her eye on Benedict so that there's like a bigger spyglass on him while he goes around finding new people to debauch.
Yes. And they played that quite well regarding, the switch around of the order. And I was like, what is gonna like Penelope play the role here as Lady Whistledown? So it didn't bother me. It didn't bother me how they put the focus on Benedict this way and how she was like, no, but I know him. So it kind of makes sense the way she wrote the paper very much along the lines of the book. And it still makes sense with it being Penelope as Lady Whistledown.
Yeah.
So props to them because I was like, what are they going to do about this? Good for them. Yeah, I know I enjoyed it. Honestly, while I was like watching the premiere and everything, I was like, okay, this is Vanova season, this is Sophie Beck. But the moment the the intro rolled up, I'm I started crying. I got emotional. I'm gonna tell you. I was like, I'm really emotional. I'm about to take on the
Happening.
journey, and it's gonna be different and kind of like deviate from the moment of still, obviously wishing it had been me because I had so much like momentum on that this is going to be my season. But at the same time, it felt good. I loved how they kept so much of the lines of the book as well. And when I heard them, I was like, oh, I said this in my pitch. I said this in the scenes I sent. So still very true to the authenticity of it, but it was nice. And it was nice for the rest of the characters as well. Like I feel it was very interesting to see where everyone's headed. Like it was a good first set of like what's to come.
I enjoy that. Yeah, I like what we are seeing the groundwork being laid. There were several interactions at the ball. We saw Lady Danbury declare that she would like to leave. So it seems like after this season, we might not be seeing as much as her until maybe Hyacinth season. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Um, we also see the Mondriches were dressed up as Antony
Cleopatra and
Cleopatra. So I wonder if there's like a betrayal that's going to happen this season with them. They got cut by the queen direct when they wanted to be introduced to her. They're climbing too high too fast. Slow down, Mondriches, slow
it
down.
might be. Yes, exactly. And just like they said in their interview, how she's like adventuring this season and how everything is kind of like a mystery with them since they're not in the books. So yeah, I'm wondering where this might take them.
I don't know, but then I'll tell you what, we also got to see Posey and Rosamund. I have to say, I'm really satisfied. I feel like I'm getting real Posey vibes from our Posey, but I was surprised on the red carpet when they said who was who based on how
Oh,
they presented on the red carpet. So, like, I actually thought they were going to be
yes.
opposite, right? Because the actress playing
Based
Posey
on
is so
yeah,
silky
I
on
know, I
the
was
red
gonna say
carpet.
this. I
Yeah.
agree.
And the actress playing
I
Rosamund was
agree.
like so demure and in like that 1920s
So cute.
coiffure. Yeah, but it's like totally switched. So I get it. I'm getting the mean girl vibes from Rosamund, but I'm also getting the social climber aspect of it. Like there is not that grace or that ease. It was very clunky when Araminta came in to be like, these are my daughters. And Violet was just like, uh-huh, uh-huh. And so
Okay, well, bye.
enjoying the family dynamics. I would like to see more and look forward to the Posey and the Sophie scenes for sure.
Me too. And just like you said, I was like, I'm not sure how the Posey thing was going to go, and I wanted to be set on from this very first episode. And she played it really well. Props to her. I could really see the nativity in her and how, that innocence and that like I don't know, like joyful, childlike vibes that Posey has. And just the actress herself doesn't seem that way. So I was like, oh, but yeah, no, good for her. I mean, she's done great so far. So I'm very much looking forward to those scenes as well.
Yeah, yeah.
They're so. And what about Eloise? We have to speak about Eloise a little bit because oh my God, I adore her.
Go ahead, go off.
Okay, I'll go. I just I've been wondering how they're gonna lay her, and just I don't know. I feel everything from what we're gonna see her on this season is gonna be so much character development for her next season. Like I feel that's kind of confirmed at this point in my mind, and I love how all of her wordings go along with things of her book. And I kind of have that a little fresh right now because I am rereading To Sir Philip with Love. And I was like, oh, I just read these kind of like versions of her. So I'm enjoying the foreshadowing. I'm like, okay, they're laying her ground. I'm enjoying how she went, oh, I'm gonna be on the show. No, I don't think so. Even from like her promoting, I don't know. Like I just feel this first episode laid that I'm so excited for her and the place that she might, what she's going to bring to the Benofi season. I feel it's gonna be really important for her own season as well. And how they're gonna play that with the change of the order of the books. So I'm really excited for her.
That is so true. I definitely look forward to seeing what they do with her season. But at this moment, I'm enjoying how they set it up. I like how she's enjoying herself and indulging in being a spinster because as you know, as a spinster, you have different obligations and you have different responsibilities than you do as a debutante. So, let's see how that ties in. But more so, we're finally here. We finally had our masquerade scene. And now we just wait 2 more weeks. 2 more weeks, and then we get the full season. And I'm excited. I really enjoy how they're already setting up the dynamic between the main family of the Bridgertons and then the rest of the servants who we've seen before in the background. But now the attention is being brought to their commentary. So I think that's pretty cool.
Oh, it's so cool. I thought they were gonna bring that until Sophie was more, part of that.
No,
They brought
they
it from
didn't.
the first second, and I was like, "Oh my God, we're seeing how they're setting up the masquerade. We're seeing their little sneak snacky that we
Yeah,
don't get ever."
all of
So
that.
that was so exciting. I love that. I'm very excited for that. And you also get to see a different side of the personalities because those three,
Yeah.
I thought very different from them from based on the previous seasons. And I'm like, oh, okay,
Oh, you're
spicy.
sassy. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So very excited for that. And what do you thought about the terrace scene on their whole? Like, what were your expectations? Were they met?
Hmm. My thoughts on the terrace scene was okay, let's see what they want to give me. I did like how they brought their banter about, like she did bring up all these expectations about being a debutante and how it goes unnoticed and unappreciated, but it's still freaking work to just be decorated is work. So I did enjoy that exchange, but I did miss that they didn't have their art color um moment that they have in the book, but they had good moments that I'm excited to watch unfold. Yeah, I'm on board. Give me more. That's how I feel. I'm on board and give me more.
Okay, I like that. Yeah, I feel that when I read it, it was so much longer and there was so much of like pauses and pieces, and it took a while to get to, the removing of the globe and these and that.
Yeah,
And
kind
all
of
of
felt
those exchanges, I was like,
unsatisfying though.
and I was like, oh, this was fast. Okay, midnight. Let's remove our mics, and I'm gonna do it because I'm getting uncomfortable with it. But just like you said, you know what? I'm on board and I
Come on,
understand television and
it's
you
television.
know there are things that have to be adjusted, especially with timings and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, fine, like I enjoyed it more than I thought that I was.
Okay.
And
That's a good
I
excuse.
was like, okay, but I'm still missing some of the chemistry that I would like. I feel that
Mm,
individually they did good. Like I
yeah.
love Luke's performance. I was very excited about Jaren's, and like you said, adding Sophie's humor just because how important that is.
So
But I did not felt like my heart was leaving the chest when they were together. And that happened from second one with Daphne and the Duke. Like the first time they were on screen together, I was like,
you felt that.
Jesus. So
Okay.
I'm wondering how they're gonna build that one up. That's
We
my
gotta
thoughts. How do
stay
you
tuned. We gotta stay tuned. I'm excited to see the rest. I would like to see more. Personally, with all of the couples as they've been cast, I just have to wait for them to tell me their story because I didn't cast these people, so I don't know why. I don't know why they're
yeah,
here together, so they have to tell me, and I just have to stay tuned. That's just the way it is.
love
That's
that.
just the way
Okay,
it
that's
is.
exciting.
Yeah,
It is.
so we'll
That's the way
see.
it is.
I want to watch it all unfold. I love the colors. They really brought that fairy tale essence to light. I love how they decorated the Bridgerton household. I like how
The
they
blue.
they described away uh Anthony and Kate. They're like, "Oh yeah, glad she's having that baby in India." Anyway, it's so weird because it feels like Benedict's kind of on his own in this season, even though Colin is there. That padding of having the three brothers is absent.
It is absent.
Yeah.
And I feel that's gonna play a lot of the role for him.
Mm.
I do wish at one point we get a scene of the three together, just because I feel that's kind of like it adds in the book, and I feel it will add to his story. But
Okay.
I feel feeling so alone
Yeah.
will also be
It's
part of
part of
his
his growth.
development.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay. Well then.
we'll see.
I'm excited. Bring it on. 2 more weeks. Oh, don't rush it, but bring it on. Also, I'm
For
excited
real.
to see her wardrobe. I'm excited to see her colors. Just getting to see this episode, getting to see her move around, finally be a person. They've been keeping her so much of a secret for so long. We finally get to pull the mask back. Yes. All right.
Hmm.
Well, then, let's do this thing. Let's watch this season. Let's bring it on and just all of the mask paraphernalia. Let's go.
I'm so excited, and let's stay tuned for the 29th.
Yeah.
Season 4 coming officially out in Netflix, and you're gonna hear from us because we have a lot to say once
We have
it gets
thoughts.
rolling.
We have
We have
feelings.
thoughts and opinions and feelings, so
They will be talked about. So we'll see you here. See you then.
awesome.
Okay, bye.